It's time for another Kickstarter Top 5 WrestleMania edition.
Graphic Novel Adventures by Van Ryder Games. Now you may think, hey, hold on, this isn't a board game, but bear with me here. When I was a kid, choose your own adventure books were an essential part of my entertainment. In many ways, they were role-playing games for the solo gamer. Well, Van Ryder Games is bringing us a new take on the Choose Your Own Adventure series by adding graphics as well as character creation that's going to impact how you interact with the game. There are 5 different books to choose from that should offer a subject for everyone, or a lot of variety if you buy them all. Captive has you racing against the clock to rescue your daughter. Tears of a Goddess puts you in the role of a bounty hunter that's tracking down 3 thieves to return what they've stolen in order to prevent the apocalypse. In LOUP GAROU, which means werewolf in French, you are a new werewolf who must control powers and learn skills to solve mysterious events. Your town seems to have the feel of a Civ builder as you're a mayor who needs to build your Wild West town, attracting people, creating jobs, and earning money. The last book is Sherlock Holmes, which has 4 mysteries, each of which you may take on the role of Watson or Sherlock during it. Don't ignore the game aspect of these books. Do yourself a favor and at least check them out. You can get one book for $19 or all 5 for $75, and this is already funded and will run until April 24th, 2018. Street Fighter: The Miniatures Game by Jasco Games is a game for 2 to 6 players ages 14 and up and runs 15 minutes per player. Yet another Kickstarter exclusive game. This game is the brainchild of popular YouTube personality Angry Joe. Fans of Street Fighter nostalgia or miniature games will most likely be drawn to this game for its arena-style combat and pre-painted miniatures. With 3D destructible terrain and a battle system that utilizes both cards and dice, as well as the ability to combo your attacks, this will hopefully recreate that arcade feeling, minus all the quarters clanking around in your pocket. While I was not an avid Street Fighter player growing up, I can't deny how great these miniatures look and how well this appears to capture the Street Fighter world. There is also an add-on boss expansion, which adds boss fights and miniatures, specifically the must-have bison. This is already funded and you can join in on the nostalgia for a starting basic pledge of $80, although you'll probably be more interested in the $140 pledge, which includes extra content, or the $280 World Warrior pledge, which includes even more content. Now this runs until May 5th, 2018. Tramway's Engineer's Workbook by AV Studio Games is a standalone game for 1 to 2 people set in the Tramways environment in which you are attacking different puzzles in an attempt to complete the goal or outscore your opponent. Now in this game, you are a financial director of the small city Tramways company and are trying to oust the existing CEO by completing all 40 challenges. This book is an 80-plus page book with heavy plastic pages in which you are writing on the pages with a dry erase marker. Each turn you take your actions and then you mark their effects on the page after you do that. You need to choose your options wisely because an action that you take this turn you may not be able to take the next turn. Now I'll admit, when I first saw this I didn't even consider it as I simply don't care for paper and pen style games. Then I saw Rado did a playthrough and I realized that this is so much more than a standard pen and paper game. The way you went about selecting your actions and different options you have available to just made this game feel so much bigger than it appears. I think they've captured a big box game in a small and portable package with this game. You can get a copy of this for $25, and there are other pledge levels available that offer the standard Tramways board game as well. This has exceeded its funding level and will run until April 30th, 2018. Crisis: The New Economy by Ludi Creations is the long-awaited reprint of the game Crisis and additional mini-expansion The New Economy. Crisis originally hit Kickstarter in mid-2016 and quickly sold out during the campaign. I was lucky enough to get in on the original Kickstarter and can honestly say that this game quickly became a house favorite with us. In this diesel punk themed worker placement game, you're striving to get the most points while hiring employees to work different companies that you purchase as the game goes on. The twist is that you must contend with a bad event each turn, and also you must ensure that the Axia economy does not tank. If it does, you all lose the game. There's a delicate balance of being greedy and going for your points or sacrificing your gain for the greater good of the economy. With multiple difficulties and support for 1 to 5 players, there's a ton of replayability here. We love the theme and the gameplay, and the art and presentation are great as well. I highly recommend this game. You can get the deluxe edition for $59, and for $9 more you can add the New Economy expansion, which adds 15 new Economy Company cards. Of course, if you already have the game, you can get the expansion just for $9. This has funded and will run until April 29th, 2018. Fireball Island by Restoration Games brings back the 2 to 4 player game from the 80s that, probably next to Hero Quest, has been one of the most sought after and nostalgic games from that era. Gather snapshots and treasure while trying to avoid the violent blasts of fire from the evil Volcar. As a kid, I loved this game, but it was so huge, storing it was a pain. Restoration has your back on this by recreating the legendary board and not only making it aesthetically better, but making it break down into 3 pieces for better storage. If running from the marble fireballs isn't enough, there are expansions that add bees and tigers, an expansion that adds a pirate ship map, and my favorite, the 5th player expansion, which adds our favorite archaeologist and the famous boulder that he had to run away from. All in all, this is a must-have for nostalgia as well as to introduce a whole new generation to a light but thematic game from our past. Fireball Island obviously funded very quickly, and you can get your copy for $60 for the base game, or for $130 you get the base game and all the expansions. This campaign runs until May 3rd, 2018.
Alright guys, that's it. This is Lee from Geek City, USA here, recording on WrestleMania Sunday, letting you know what came out last week, what my top 5 picks were, what 5 picks won the Battle Royal for being the most awesome Kickstarters that launched last week. So let me know what you thought. Were there things that you were interested in? Did your favorite champion win the title? Or were they eliminated in the first round? Let me know your thoughts. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that other fun stuff. And definitely check out our other videos, because you know something, brother, you're never gonna know when these 24 centimeter pythons are gonna run wild on you.